Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the part 2 of Anchor the Light for Friday. Again, Friday here in the United States. So before we start, let's ask for blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. And so it is. All right, so the earlier session was for emotional healing. And now, we're doing prosperity healing. So the question is, are you a perfectionist or you're a procrastinator? Okay, some of you go, how do the two work together? Believe it or not, sometimes we use the word perfection as an excuse when we're really procrastinating. I know some of you might not like to hear that. Yeah, but I want to make sure everything is right. Yeah, you're just dragging your ass because you don't want to do it. So you think, oh, I want to wait for it to be perfect. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's always the excuse we make. I say we because I'm guilty of that too. Yeah, I want everything to be just right. So that's why I don't want to implement. I don't want to execute. I want to make sure everything is right. Every T is crossed. Every I is dotted. Yeah, right. You're just giving excuses not to move your ass. I'm talking to myself. But some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Done is better than perfect. Have you heard that said before? I didn't come up with it. I just read it somewhere. I just don't remember where. Done is better than perfect. Some people, instead of getting things done, they think, well, I'm going to plan it out. It's good to plan. It's good to have everything set in motion. But the most important thing, what? Results. Everything. You're talking about everything from your job, your career, to relationships, to spiritual development. Everything requires what? Results. Unfortunately, I've seen way too many people, me included in the start, is, let me pray about it. Let me meditate on it. I'm waiting for God to tell me. God will hit you with a sledgehammer. If you really want to procrastinate, you'll procrastinate. Don't blame God for not getting things done. Get the idea? It's all about what? Taking responsibility. If it's something important enough for you, move it. That's why, what is it? That's why I love it. A lot of you came from UPW, right? If it's a should, it's a must. Remember Tony said? If it should, I should be doing it. No, I must. That's why he talks about what? Taking massive action. And I'm addressing this part to a lot of you on the spiritual path where it's always, not always, but oftentimes the excuse we make. I'm waiting for guidance. Everything is in front of you. Just jump. Just leap. Yeah, but I'm waiting for, the angels to kind of give me a little nudge. They've been kicking your ass all this time already. It's not them. You get the idea? True, there's such a thing as waiting for God's direction. Oftentimes there is in front of us, we don't know what to do, so waiting. But oftentimes it's also that the clues are already in front of us. We just need to use our mental faculty. Okay, what are the options? What are the pros? What are the cons? Does the risk and the reward, which one, is the reward worth the risk? Yeah, what is the upside? What are the downside? Most of you are super intelligent people. God gave you a brain. So oftentimes we say prosperity healing, it's not as much of lack of opportunity, lack of, resources. It's just taking what? The courage to take a plunge. Just do it. Taking action is what separates the thinkers with the doers. You realize that? And if you think about it, it's better to keep taking action if you do 10 things. And some of them are going to fail. But by just sheer statistics, some are going to succeed. compared to some that are what? Well, when I plan it out, I'm just one super big opportunity, and that's all you bank on. If that thing doesn't work, you're dead in the water. I remember many years ago, I think if you listen to one of Tony Robbins' Power Talks, I think that was called, one of those cassette things. And if you guys remember, you slide into your car and it's like one of those. Okay, long time ago. I think he has it on CD now. I remember he was talking about a person who gives seminars, and he was comparing two of these seminar leaders. One of them, he just does one every other week, every week. I mean, in 1 year's time, he does like 20, 30 of them, okay? And there's another one who just banks on maybe 2 or 3 in a year. At the end of the year, guess who's more successful? The ones who bank on just 1 or 2, well, one of them, or the weather didn't work out, or maybe there was a glitch in the system where the venue, something happened. That's it. Instead of three events, the person was only able to do 1 because the 2 didn't work out, or they just did 2. This other person was doing 1, 2, 3, on and on. And sure, by just sheer statistics, some didn't work, but by the time he finished the end of the year, the person who did a lot came out ahead. The key is taking action. Even meditation. Well, I want to make sure that, the planets are aligned. You heard that before? Yeah, I want to make sure the planets are aligned, the constellation this, the constellation that. Then I'm going to do my meditation. Or you have the other dude who has no clue about all these planetary alignments. They just know, okay, I need to purify my system. I need to do it consistently, weekly, if needed, because, hey, every week, stuff happens. Stress happens. I watch the news, people slime me, whatever. So I'm going to do my practice every week. Consistent purification, cleaning out my stuff. And then I also know that the more I meditate, there's a principle of displacement where as more spiritual energy comes in, it kicks up old crap. So doesn't matter what planets are aligned or not aligned, this crap is going to come to the surface. So I'm going to do it consistently. Get the idea? Some people say, well, but you don't understand. Based on my zodiac sign, based on this, all that might be true, but I'll tell you one thing. The person who has no clue what the hell you're talking about, but is consistently doing his or her practice, that person is going to be way ahead of you by who knows how far. Because why? Consistent practice. The virtue that we use in our Hatha Yoga is called constancy of aim and effort. And if you think about anything you do in your life, the things that you do consistently over and over and over again are going to be the parts of your life that will be successful. Even your relationship. You cannot say, well, I want to wait for Valentine's Day. I want to wait for this day and once on his birthday, her birthday, or what anniversary before I'll be loving and kind. You're screwed. But if you do it consistently, week after week, show that you care, show that you love, with your actions, with your words, you're going to be way ahead of the game compared to, let me wait for the proper timing of the universe. I cannot tell you how many, I hope you guys don't mind. I know a lot of you who are new coming aboard. Every time we have UPW, thousands of you who are new come aboard. I like to shoot straight. People think spirituality means you have to be loving and kind and you have to sugarcoat everything because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Forget that. If that's what you're looking for, look for another teacher. That's not the way I was taught. The way I was taught by my teacher is if you want someone to spiritually develop, you tell them like it is right there. They can't handle it, go find another teacher. You want to succeed, you want to spiritually progress, well, you should be able to handle when the teacher tells you in your face, you're not practicing. Because I've been there. A few times my teacher would tell me, okay, how many times do you meditate? Well, master, but you see, then he already knew. The minute I cannot give him an answer, my brain is come up with stupid excuses already. He just goes, okay, then he walks away. Okay means I'm not here to listen to your excuses. He walks away. Get the idea? Because spirituality is actually about balancing this loving kindness and this constancy of aim and effort. If somebody's not practicing, you're very kind, but it's okay, you're not practicing. Oh, it's okay. Well, maybe because you're tired. Oh, maybe in the back of your mind, maybe you're just simply a lazy ass. By being so-called kind, you're helping that person get worse. Get the idea? So when the teacher tells you in your face, practice, do this, do that, that is how the teacher practice kindness, because by not doing so, watch this, by not doing so, you are helping or enabling that student not to progress. So in the big picture, you're causing more harm. Get the idea? So when people ask me the question, I said, I'll give you two choices. You want honesty, you want kindness. A lot of you have taken our classes before. When somebody asks a question, I'm going, if I tell them in their face, some people's feelings are going to be hurt. All right, let me ask you, you want kindness? You want honesty? If you can handle honesty, I'll tell you, but it's going to hurt. But at least I'm giving you the choice. And some people, they say kindness, they're not sugarcoat. I say, it's okay, no problem. You're waiting for everything to line up, so take your time. In the back of my mind, I go, that's all I got to say. And I roll my eyes and go, oh, great. That's what they want? Okay, go. I know this person won't last. Sure enough, they quit. But the ones who say, okay, tell it in my face. Did I screw up? If they say yes, you want to hear it? I'll tell them. But I don't tell them watch this. I don't tell them with the intention to make them feel bad. I tell them like it is so that they know, oh, these are the things I need to improve. Because that's the way my teacher approached everything with me. He would say, okay, this is where you messed up. This is how you fix it. Because if we're not sure or we don't know that we messed up or what we need to improve, how are we going to progress? It's just like if you get a coach. Okay, I know some of you are in business. If you get a coach that just wants to tickle your ears so that you keep paying them to be a coach and you're not getting any results, get rid of them. Useless. You want someone to tell you, look, you've been doing this for the last 10 years in your business and it has not produced results. You better change this because that doesn't work. You go, well, yeah, but you don't understand. I invested so much already. And the person was, okay, just kind of let it ride a little bit. Get rid of that guy. Because they're not giving you what you needed to hear. What you want to be successful is to somebody to tell you in your face, results count. That's it. Make sense? So, when it comes to prosperity healing, done is better than perfect. In other words, oftentimes we don't realize we're using excuses as a means to disguise procrastination. True? Not true? Yeah, but you don't understand. By the time I hear the part, you don't understand, I already tuned out. That's what I do. When I'm talking to someone and this person asks for advice, by the time I get to that part, well, but you don't understand, I already tuned out. I go, my face looks like I'm listening, but I'm already ignoring them. Because I already know, whatever comes after the word but, have you heard the words? There's an author, I forgot what's his name. He calls it the butt eraser. Not your butt, not your buttocks, but B-U-T. If somebody says, blah, 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 by the time they put the word but, you can pretty much forget everything they said. What counts is what comes after but. Because before that, everything doesn't mean anything. They're just trying to make you feel good. So when someone says, yeah, blah, 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 yeah, I want to do this, I want to meditate, I want to do this, but everything they said is just like, poof, disappear. The only thing that counts is what comes after the but. Because that's the only thing they're trying to say. Everything else Before that, it's just to kind of dress up everything, a whole lot of nothing. So try. Listen to your friends, your loved ones, when they're talking. If you hear the word but, try to analyze. Come to think of it, everything else they say doesn't matter. What counts is the words that come after but. So when you're trying to, let's say you're a manager and you have your team. If you ask them, okay, when can I expect this result? If they say a lot of stuff, so on, the market is, but pretty much everything they said, ignore it. You just say, okay, well, you haven't done anything. Now, the important part is this. Listen carefully. The important part is, what do you expect of yourself? You're not trying to please anyone. You're not trying to show, I've succeeded for anyone. You're doing it for who? For yourself. That's why inner reflection is so important. In our Hatha Yoga, we have this technique taught by my teacher. Inner reflection, firm resolution. Inner reflection means you go back, look back in the last day, 2 days, a week, whatever. You look back and go, what have I done right? What have I done wrong? The ones I've done right, how do I make it better? The ones I screwed up in, how do I fix it? And that requires, write this down, ruthless self-honesty. Write it down. Ruthless self-honesty. If you can tattoo those to your brain, ruthless self-honesty, you will progress in every part of your life. The minute we lie to ourselves, that's it. That's the start of the downfall. Lying to oneself leads to delusion. Have you ever talked to people where they're just really delusional? Yep, because they're lying to themselves. They lie to themselves so much, at some point, those thought forms envelop the aura so much, that's it. That's when you have people going, I came down from heaven. I'm an angel. I'm a saint. And you look at their life. Your life is a big fat mess. Well, if that's what it's like to be a saint, forget it. I don't want to be a saint. It's called delusion. You know why? Because they're not willing to face the fact that, hey, these are the things I screwed up in. Here are the things I need to improve. Ruthless self-honesty. So ask yourself a simple question. This part of my business, this part of my life, is not as successful as I want it to be. Why? Is it because I've been dragging my feet? Or is it really the opportunity is not there? Or, watch this, I'm just giving myself so many excuses, that's why it's not succeeding. I know some of you go, well, I'm waiting for prosperity healing. Aren't you going to wave your magic crystal on me? All those are useless if there's no realization within. You know what I'm talking about? It's like I'm hosing you down with energy. Okay, I got rid of all the stress and all the procrastinating energy, but we keep creating the problem in the first place. The reason we keep creating the problem in the first place because there is no realization. There is no self-honesty. True? Not true. Now, why do I know this? Because I can't tell you how many times Master Joe calls me, Steven, yes, Master. Have a seat. I go, uh-oh. I knew. I'm screwed, man. You're like, okay. How many students have you produced? How have you done this? Have you done that? Master, but... you know that but word? I'm dead. I knew it. I just say, the only thing I can do is, Master, I apologize. I have not done it. I will get on it immediately. And I haul ass. And some of you go, hey, you're a spiritual teacher. Why you talk like that? Because if I talk like that, you will listen. If I say, well, then I do my best. I try harder. Yeah, right. Haul ass. That's what you do. Get it done. Because otherwise, if you make it so gentle, well, I think I'm gonna plan it out and then I'll work on it. You're just wasting your own time. That's why it's taking so long for you to get to the objective. That's why we heard this said before. Write this down. We'll repeat it again. Write it down. The key questions to ask. What is your objective? What? Number 2, why do you want to achieve it? Number 3, how do you want to achieve it? And number 4, when do you want to achieve it? What? You're going to know what the heck you want, right? What? Why? What is the compelling reason? This is what keeps you going. How? Now, that's the part that a lot of people say, well, it doesn't matter, just wait for the universe. No, God gave you a brain. This is my objective. I really want it. Why? Here are the possible ways I can achieve it. What are the tasks? Like a task management. If this doesn't work, let me adjust. This doesn't work, let me adjust. This doesn't work, let me adjust. So what? Why? How? And the part that a lot of us screw up in. When? Every part of the how has to be attached a when. No deadline, it's just a wish. I've shared this with you before. There's a Chinese saying, a goal without a schedule is just a wish. A goal that is a real goal is a schedule and deadlines. That's how you know if someone is really serious. Try it. Next time somebody says, hey, we should get together. You go, when? Then you know they're not serious. The minute you ask for a schedule, that's when you pin someone down. That's how you know they're serious. When? I want to be a cajillionaire, billionaire, quadrillionaire, whatever naire you want. All right, great. When? You know, here in America, that's what it is. You know, you heard the saying, where the rubber meets the road, your tire. That's when you make it real. When? Oh, I want to spiritually be more loving. I want to be have more inner peace. Oh, great. Okay. And how you want to do that? Oh, why do you want? Oh, because I want to be a better person. I want to serve so many people. Blah, blah, blah. Great. Wonderful. How are you going to do it? Oh, I'm going to do meditation. I'm going to go out and serve people. I'm going to feed hungry people. I'm going to open up a center. Blah, blah, blah. Great. Go for it. When? When are you going to start doing your meditation? When are you going to go out and feed hungry people? When are you going to do this? If I don't hear an answer for each one of those, my silence means whatever. Somebody going, that is so harsh. Well, try expecting results from people who cannot pin down the schedule. Nothing happens. I'll let you in a little inside tip. I cannot go into more detail because this is private. You know, having the opportunity to work with great people. Of course, my teacher, Grandmaster Twakok Sui. I remember everything has a schedule. Literally, when he travels, where is he going? Where is he teaching? You know, his day's laid out. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Everything's like scheduled. Of course, not everything goes according to plan, but there's always a backup plan. Tony Robbins. You know, I have the opportunity to be with him. When I'm with him, his day is literally scheduled. Scheduled. Okay, from this time, this is his time. What time he wakes up, what time he does this. I'm talking to his personal assistant. I go, wow, that's how you get things done. Everything has a schedule. By the way, to kind of zoom out a little bit, the soul also has a schedule. The soul has a schedule, watch this, of what I'm going to say it because the soul is neither male or female. The soul has a schedule, what kind of karma it wants to work out in one lifetime, what kind of spiritual lessons it wants to learn, what kind of destiny that it wants to fulfill in a lifetime. Okay? So it's not just, I work in a certain sector, that's why we have schedule. No, even on the higher level, the soul has a schedule. When the soul incarnates, when the soul's advanced enough, anyway, I don't have time to go to in detail. People always ask, do you get to choose your parents or your parents chose you? The answer is it depends. Most people say, no, I chose my parents. It depends. If the soul is developed or advanced enough, the soul has a certain agenda. In a certain lifetime, I want to reach this many souls. I want to accomplish this. I want to do that. Then, and it has a lot of good karma. It has accomplished a lot in previous lifetime. The soul gets to choose. I want to incarnate there. Because those two people, those parents, will give me the opportunity for me to touch down running. Then the soul gets to choose. But if the soul is not that advanced, karma dictates who their parents are and where they're born. I hope you can handle it. I know some of you are new, like, whoa, this is way too far out. Well, sorry, it is what it is. Make sense? So even the soul has a schedule. Haven't you noticed sometimes you're going about your business, you're just doing a certain job, and suddenly you have this strong urge, like, I don't know, I really think I need to get focused more on my spiritual practice. Or I really have this pull, I need to start this nonprofit organization. Have you noticed that? You know why? Because the soul, the higher soul, already said, hey, you, move your ass. We're going to get this done. So you have the incarnated soul and your higher soul. Anyway, we'll cover that in the class. We're teaching it in a few weeks called Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul. Haven't you noticed when you're doing your meditation, you're observing your body, you're observing your emotions, you're observing your thoughts. You have the observer, that's the soul, right? And then when you get so deep in your meditation, you're not going to read this in books, so listen carefully. Someone is observing the observer. That's your higher soul. Right? Again, deep in meditation, somehow it's like I'm observing myself, but how is that possible? Oh, it's happened before. Have you noticed, like sometimes you're screaming and yelling at someone doing something really stupid, and part of you is watching yourself. What are you doing? Remember? And part of you go, I know, but I'll do it anyway. All of us been there, right? It's like you're having a conversation with yourself. How is that possible? Because you have the incarnated soul, or this part of the soul that is wrapped by the body, the emotions and thoughts, and there's the higher soul, which is the bigger I. So when people say, yeah, my higher self, you ask them what that means. Most people have no clue. But it is actually your consciousness. Just imagine your consciousness is a bubble or light. The part of it, just imagine this light, part of it is encapsulated in a small bubble inside. That's the incarnation. That's the part of us that's walking around. When you do your meditation, you're temporarily removing that bubble so you get to experience the bigger I. That's your higher self. So when a person is asleep, when they say the soul is asleep, it's asleep to its true nature. That's it. I know I unloaded a lot on you tonight. I hope that you will go back. That's one reason we leave this online. I'm not even charging you for it. So go back, take notes. The soul has a schedule. So if the soul has a schedule, lifetime after lifetime, what more of our smaller task, smaller objectives? You want to make this much money. You want to have this type of relationship. You want to improve your health. It's as simple as you want to be healthy. Oh yeah, I joined the gym. Joining the gym does not make you healthy. It's getting over there and doing something And you just don't do it once. You have to keep doing it. That makes you healthy. Isn't it? Done is better than perceived perfection. The key word is perceived. Now, when it comes to anti-procrastination, here's the good news. Listen carefully. There's a part of us that realize, okay, doing planning and everything, but if nothing comes out of it, it's useless. It is. I'll say it like it is. All your planning, if it does not produce, is useless. You might have learned something from it, but if you don't produce result, imagine you have all these plans for the last 20, 30 years, but you have not produced something out of it. Complete waste of time. I know that sounds harsh, but if it doesn't pay your bills, what does it do? Nothing. Isn't it? So always strive producing results. So that's part one, the realization. Part two, the energy aspect. This is the part that we can help you with. We already know these thought forms, the reason it's called a thought form, every time you think of something, the soul takes this raw material called prana from either within your energy field or in this ocean of energy we're swimming in, takes that energy, right, like raw material, molds it into a form. That's why it's called that thought form. So a thought form of being successful, being happy, being prosperous, that thought form is already, something that you created to be able to help you. So these thought forms could be positive to help you. It could also be negative. It could be empowering or it could be limiting. Make sense? So what happens is these thought forms are also lodged in certain chakras. So let me back up. Procrastinating energy, the bulk of it is in your basic chakra. It's in your basic chakra. I'll prove it to you. Let's do a simple experiment. Now, this is going to be a slightly longer session because I want to make sure that on top of the lecture that we actually do some practice. Okay? Rub your hands together. Press the center of your palms. You know how to do this. This is to sensitize your hands. Your basic chakra, the base of your spine, is behind you. Not the front. That's your sex center. That's something else. Okay? So visualize you're looking at your own back. Put your hand like this. Okay? Your basic chakra is like a flower basically sticking out of your butt. Okay, go like this. Say my basic center. Or you can say my prosperity center. So start from afar, slowly come in. Once you feel a something, stop. That's your baseline measurement. Go. Okay, ready? So this is your baseline. Now watch. Put your hand down. Your hands down. Now I want you to kind of recall something that you need to do. All of us have things to do, right? That we've been procrastinating on. Whatever it is, just pick one. Somebody go, well, which one? I have a list, and within that list, our list. It's like a spreadsheet inside a spreadsheet. Just pick one. Come on. Don't overthink it. Just pick one. All right, you ready? Now repeat after me. Think about that project. Just say, I'll do it later. Next week, next year. Put it in the back burner. Okay? Say it. I'll do it later. Harmless words. You sure? Put your hand like this. Ready? Say my basic chakra, my basic center, my prosperity center. Now feel its energy. Did it push your hand out? Or did it kind of... Most of you, what? It shrunk. That's what happens. So every time we procrastinate, the basic chakra goes... And here's what happens. You know what inertia is, right? So if it's used to shrinking, then that is like it becomes its natural state. So anything that you want to accomplish, the basic chakra shrinks, nothing gets done. Now, you say, well, by my intention is different. Now, let's try it. Okay, raise your dominant hand. We do this in the psychotherapy class, panic psychotherapy. Ready? Repeat after me. I will and decree. Come on, you guys. I will and decree, not just like I intend. Forget intention. Just say, I will and decree. I will get this done immediately. So be it. When you say I, you talk about the soul. Will, that means you push. When you decree, it's like nailed down. The only thing left is write it down. Ready? Say, I will and decree. I will get this done immediately. Now, so be it. As I will it, so be it, so be it, so be it. Some of you go, man, you're so dumb, you're so violent. No, we just want to make sure, you really mean it. Okay? Say it again. I will and decree, I will get this done immediately. Now, so be it. Easy enough, right? Okay. Separate your hands. Try it again. Say my basic chakra, my prosperity center. What happened? Ooh, got bigger. In fact, some of you, when you're doing, it's getting stronger. Exactly. Now, don't stop. Listen carefully. Your basic chakra got bigger, but it's temporary. So if it's temporary, how do I make it permanent? Oh, it's very easy. It's called implementation or execution. You intended it, you decreed it. As soon as you follow through and do it, that basic chakra stays that size. You see, when you intend something and you decree something, that particular chakra gets big. The question is why? It gets big because it needs to draw energy to give you the fuel to fulfill it. That's why the chakra got bigger. But as soon as, but if you don't practice it, you don't actually follow through, the chakra says, oh, we're not doing anything. Let the energy dissipate. It's like your heart chakra. Oh, I love this person. So as soon as you feel it, the heart chakra goes, gets big. But if you don't expect that love, that heart chakra will shrink. Because there's nowhere to go. Make sense? So you ask yourself, I want to do this. Did I follow through? Without follow through, even if you chant every mantra in the universe, and that's the thing that drives me nuts. I see people, I have the mantra for prosperity. I chant this, I chant that. I go, how come you're still broke? I thought you have the best mantra of prosperity given to you by what guru and that guru and so on and so on. How come you're still dead broke? Oh, because you don't follow through. Okay, there you go. I know some of you sitting there go, cringing, like, I can't believe he talks like this. I can't believe he's telling it like it is. Because it is. I was like that before. In front of my teacher, he'll tell me, I'm going, Master, can you stop? But I knew part of me go, he's right. So I hope you guys don't mind. I know this is not in a class. I'm just sharing this openly. If it's too much for you, then I say this with all kindness. This is not for you. Find another teacher who will babysit you. Because we're looking for achievers. If you've been with me in UPW, one of the things I always slap on the screen, seekers are achievers. You're a spiritual seeker. You're spiritually connected. Not to sit on your ass and don't do anything. You're big, like my teacher says, what's the use of making big aura, big chakras, and do nothing? Complete waste of time. That's why seekers are achievers. You have a big spiritual connection. You have a lot of intuition, lots of energy. To do what? To be able to help others. To be able to produce results. The good news is, as you practice and you release a lot of these old thoughts and emotions and old tendencies, you don't have to try to achieve. It's part of you. There's one slight side effect. What is that side effect? Some people find you irritating. You know why? Because you're constantly on to the next goal, on to the next project. Oh, I already reached the top of Mount Everest. Okay, where's the next Everest? And sometimes your family members will you'll drive them nuts. You just have to kind of make sure you project some loving kindness to them, because they're going to say, hey, how come you keep going? You keep going. That's how it works. It's just amazing. I'm so blessed. I got to see with my teacher, pranic healing had already spread in less than 20 years all over the globe. You would think he would be resting in his laurels. No, okay, then we could spread more. We could teach more. It'll keep going. I look at Tony Robbins. The guy doesn't have to work. Literally, if you've been to any of his business master, he says, I make more money sleeping. And yet, what does he do? He push himself. You ever see him on stage? He push. At 60-something-year-old, he is a baby. He could just sit at home. Okay. No. What does he do? What's the next project? What's the next book? What's this? Those are achievers. You know why? He'll tell you. So I can serve more. Why do you want to be better? Not for yourself. I mean, how many houses can you have? How many cars can you have? How much can you stuff your face with food? At some point, you have to have a goal that serves others. So your objective in being better, being more prosperous, have more inner peace, more emotional strength, mental strength, and whatever else, it's not just for you anymore. It's for what? Because you have so many to serve. You are blessed so you can be a blessing to others. That's it. Make sense? Raise your goal, raise your standards, and practice ruthless self-honesty. Sorry, I screwed up. I procrastinated. I apologize. I'm going to get on it now. That's it. If you can't handle it, find another teacher. Because in this channel, in the way we do this, results count. In everything we do, results count. Intention without results, complete waste of time. Write it down. Intentions without results, complete waste of time. So if you ever met people who likes to give excuses and produce nothing, you interact with them after a while, they infect you. Have you noticed that? So if you watch the company you keep. That's it. All right, so we'll just do a short meditation because I went way over time. Sorry, I know some of you expect me to just share a few things and then do a meditation. But I think it was important because a lot of you want to achieve a lot, but what happens? We were not honest with ourselves. So therefore, we actually created our own obstacles. All right, we'll just do a short meditation. Tap your crown. Put your hand like this. I am that. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts, I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. Now open your hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being on earth. Let light descend on earth, especially in the country of Ukraine. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being on earth, especially in Ukraine, in Russia, Belarus, and the entire region. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth, especially in Ukraine. So be it. From the center which we call the Ukrainian people, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the whole of Ukraine. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan in Ukraine, so be it. Just be still, let the blessings flow through us. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. May all beings, all people of the earth be divinely blessed with divine light, divine wisdom, understanding, and discernment, so be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May all beings be blessed with peace, with love, with kindness, with mercy and compassion for all. So be it. So be it. And so it is. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. May all beings be blessed with the will to do good. So be it. From the center which we call the human race and all the different races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. Be still and let the blessings flow through us. Now, to increase the intensity, all you have to do is put your attention on the brilliant light floating above your head. It's there. Just look at that light. The rest will be done for you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. From the center which we call the human race and all the different races, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. Be still. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 Be still. Now put your hands down. Keep your eyes closed. Just look at that light above your head and listen. Om. Ahom. Be still and let go now. Gently, slowly, come back to your body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back. Okay, open your eyes. All right, I hope you enjoyed the meditation. I know it's short, but if you're sensitive, you know we cranked up the energy. For the ones who are new, we call that our special sauce. All right, so let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, thank you for your blessings. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you in full faith. So it is. All right, in about 5 minutes, we're starting the, it's pre-recorded, just to let you know. The short workshop on soul evolution is to introduce you to the 7-day purification we're going to do. It's going to start already. That's going to be 7 days before Wesak, the most powerful full moon of the year. So just register at mastergo.org. It's there. There's deeper lessons on how to prepare ourselves to allow a mass amount of spiritual energy to flow through us. So the next 3 months are the most powerful full moons of the year. Make sure you take advantage of it. So as we continue our practice consistently, you want to tap into those massive downpouring of energy to help purify our souls, get rid of all the old limiting thoughts and energies, and that we may be of greatest service to the world and humanity. Okay? And again, in a few weeks, I'll be teaching Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul. All of that is in masterco.org. And I think that's it. All right. The prosperity class called Kriya Shakti is being taught in June. It's going to be via satellite. In other words, we're going to have different places where people gather together to teach, and I'll be teaching it all at the same time. And you'll have the nurturing of the local instructors, and the instruction will go through, and you'll be able to ask me questions and all that. Anyway, everything's there. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3 of pranic healing, Achieving Oneness are the prerequisites for it, because we want to make sure, watch this, you need to be able to have a good control over this energy so you can use it specifically to generate prosperity energy. That's that. Okay. Namaste, everyone. You all take care. We will see you Monday for Anchor the Light. The next 2 days, we'll still do meditation to bless Ukraine. So just to finish it off, remember the lesson today. Done is better than perfection, or perceived perfection.